I'm the worst football manager ever, and welcome back to another Gloucester Gamble episode. It's really good to have you with us, and I thought I would love for you to join me on the journey today as we have another little delve into this first season as I take on managing Gloucester City. Now, those of you who tuned into my last episode would have just seen the second game of the season against Corby, and I'm going to be honest, I'm sorry. I apologise from the beginning because I am letting the side down big time. Look at this. Look at my latest results. The last 6 games I have lost 4 and drawn 2. This is shameful, I know. When after that first game against FC United, winning 4-3 after being 4-0 up, everything was looking so good. And then I nearly lost that game. And then obviously you saw the game against Corby in episode 2. Go back to see it if you haven't seen it yet. And then as well as that, I've just lost 2-1. I lost 2-0 to Alfreton. I drew 0-0 with Boston, which isn't so bad because Boston are doing pretty well in the league. And also I drew 1-1 with Nuneaton, who were top of the league when I played them. So in honesty, these 3 teams here, Telford, Nuneaton and Boston, who I've played in the last 3 games, Boston, Telford and Nuneaton, I didn't do too badly, you know what I mean? I'm getting a 0-0 draw and a 1-1 draw against top of the league isn't so bad. But on the grand scheme of things, I've now created a record for Gloucester in so many games without winning. I'm not scoring many goals. The last 4 games I've just scored 1 goal, and things aren't good. If I go to my homepage and show you the kind of general stats here, you can see my top scorer at the moment with 2 goals is joint between Obi Onaruo, who's my striker, and Joe Hanks, who's my midfielder. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm always like, if there's a midfielder who is your top goal scorer, personally, I think there's something wrong going on there. Highest average rating is just a 7.24, which again is not very high. Things are just not going too nicely for me. And as you can see here in that bottom left corner of your screen, the league, let's go to the full league table. And as you can see, because of these 6 games, that means only 7 I've played in total. I am second from bottom in the league. So bad. -5 on goal difference, 1-1, drew 2, lost 4. This is not good. Not good. So I really need your help. I did a call out for some defenders. If any of you know any lower league defenders who I could get preferably for free, it's proving difficult. Now, I'm beginning to bring in different players. As I said in the last episode, there are a few players I've brought in on loan, and since then I've brought in more players. This guy Ethan Wassell, who's a defender that I've brought in loan from, I can't remember where he's from actually. Let me just have a little look. I can't remember which club I've brought him from. Contract info. Let me see if it's in contract info. Derby County. So he's from not a bad club at all. He's a youngster for them. Just 18 years old. Look, you see his mental attributes are quite high, so I've brought him in. He got injured, but he's just come back for me in this game next. And then other players, let me show you the transfers. Where is my transfers here? There's a couple that I've made who are kind of on non-contracts. So let me show you them. There is Jamie Osborne, who I've just bought in reasonably recently. I got him reasonably cheap, and he's only played 2 games for me so far, and then he got injured, so he's injured at the moment. There was another player as well that's completely gone out of my brain. Tony Capaldi, I brought in again. I got him for free as well, and so he's played a little bit. Mike Green has started playing a few games for me as well. Now this Mike Green, look at that pitch there. See how many positions he can play in. Now I think that is actually really helpful. Now I know some of these are yellow, which means he's unconvincing or feels a bit awkward in them and all that kind of stuff. But I personally think it's quite helpful to have such a versatile player. And as you can see down here, he's come on 6 times as a sub. He's scored once. He scored in his first game, which was great. 6.62 rating. So it's not like he's a wonder player. He's not like going to change the whole trajectory of their future. But I think he's not a bad player. My problems is that I'm just trying to sort of sign some players, and nobody seems up for it. Quite rightly so, when we're really not doing very well at all. One of the things I am going to add is my striker this time, because Obi Onoro, as you can see there, has got injured. He's my star striker with the whole 2 goals from the first 7 games. Both those goals were just in one game anyway. The second-rate striker is this guy, Jonty Smith, but he's on international duty with Bermuda, and he's just scored his first ever goal for Bermuda, which is pretty cool. And so, apart from that, I don't particularly have an out-and-out striker, except for these 2 here, Daniel Williams and Joe Parker. Now, I've been playing Joe Parker a little bit. Let me show you this guy. 20 years old. He's actually got like a normal contract worth 4.7k. So you'd think he'd be pretty good, but he hasn't actually been playing that well for me. To the point where my assistant managers just said you should drop him. So I'm taking his advice. I'm dropping him. And this guy here, Daniel Williams, if you look at a couple of his stats that I obviously focus in on for strikers, finishing is 11, pace is 13, natural fitness is 12, and his teamwork is 14, and heading is 10. So I'm thinking he's going to be good on corners, get him in front of goal and just shoot, and he'll be pretty good. Worth 7.2k, and we're only paying him 50 quid a week at the moment, which is pretty good. He's a youngster, only 18 years old. And so today he is going to actually start his first game. He's only played 1 game and come on as a sub so far. He was really happy about that, really pleased and everything. Got 6.4, didn't do too much, but we'll see how it goes. So I'm bringing him into the match squad today. Now today's match is against AFC Fylde. AFC Fylde. Today, and we'll see how we go. Fylde, if I show you the league table at the moment, they are sort of mid-table, 12th position. They've won 3, lost 3 and drawn 1, so very much in the middle of the road. Personally, I'm going counter. I was suggested to go standard, but I'm just going to sit back a little bit because I'm such a bad run and I need to break out of it. So I think just defending a little bit at first might be helpful, and we'll see how we go from there. Let me show you the team instructions. We're going we're going normal for the defence, wide for the width. Actually, no, I won't. I'm going to go balanced. I'm going to go balanced for the width today. They tend to do 4-3-3. I was looking at their tactics earlier on, and so I've only selected 4 substitutes. I've still got another substitute I can select. How can I miss that? Oh my goodness! So who have I got? I've got striker there. I've got defence midfielder, defender there. Let's see. I'm going to put Kaka Dembele, who's recently been dropped for bad form. But no more loan players than 5, and I've currently got 6. So I'm going to have to do some changes again. Let's take him off and let's put Matt Lydiard or Matthew Williams. Now let's go Matthew Williams. He's not a bad player. Okay, right. So I didn't realise that you can only have 5 loan players, and I had 6 then. So I'm going all out with these loan players, as you can imagine. The team's warming up. AFC Fylde will be good to get a win. I'm hoping that I'm going with the good omen that I'm recording this one. I'm trying everything I can. Tactics, recording it, not recording it, all sorts of things. I'll try anything to try and get a win. So we'll see. They are saying that they're going to win. But you know what? Things can be different. Things can change. We're going to mark their players. They're 3. They've got 3 up front. As I can see, they're doing the 4-3-3 as I thought they would. Interestingly enough, I figured that with 4-3-3, it'd be worth going wide. But then the assistant manager said to me, in the advice, it said don't go wide because there's not going to be any gaps. And I suppose looking down here, looking at the fact they've got a right back and a left back and 4 across the back, you then think, I suppose that's where they get their width. So it's really only going to be up sort of in the middle of the pitch where they don't have width, which makes me wonder whether I should pull my midfield back and have them, come push forward from the middle of the pitch rather than being attacking midfielders. But we'll leave it as it is for now. Give them a bit of encouragement. Get out there and do us some good. Come on, boys. They didn't really have much impact there. Let's see how we go. I could really do with a victory, as always. I find that most of these videos I seem to say I could do with a win. I suppose that's the point of football, isn't it? But often I find myself in a duff place. But here's Williams on the attack. We've got 19 seconds in and we have got a highlight already straight from the kickoff. Oh, brilliant. Spoke too soon. Obviously I spoke too soon. Oh well. Somebody really kind commented on one of the first episode 1, saying worst football manager ever. That is a against Trade Prescriptions Act. However, whoever it was who wrote that comment, I can't remember your name off the top of my head, I'm afraid. But take a look at my position now, right? I'm second from bottom. That's why. But I will try and fight out of this. I will try not to get relegated. That's my aim. Here's Hanks on the ball. Plays it out wide to Carter. Can he do anything with this one? Can he passes it back out wide to Billy Jones, the captain, in left back position? Pass it in, mate. There you go. There's Miller. George Miller on the ball. Here's Hanks. Joe Hanks, edge of the box. Will he shoot from there? He's trying to get it around the defender. He could shoot. Oh, straight into Hinchcliffe, keeper's hands. Unfortunate, but it's good to have an attack. It's good to have some attack like this, and we're doing well on possession. You can see there 46% there in the middle of the pitch. We're claiming this, which is good so far. However, here we go. Looks like Hughes is on the attack for Fylde. Oh dear, here's Barker spraying it wide to Collins. On his own on the right there. Great challenge from Avery. Yes, good defending. Solid, mate. I thought that was going in. I thought we'd had that. And see how much width he had then. Look at, and here he is again. Collins right on the wing there. All the space in the world. No one was marking him. No one's out there. So I'm going to change that right away. So we go to opposition, go to tactics, opposition. Look for Collins. It's actually their defender. Close him down always. Tackling hard. Show on to his weaker foot, I think. I don't want to mark him because ultimately he's a defender. Do you know what I mean? I don't think marking him would do any good. But maybe the other thing I probably need to do is bring up the instructions and let's just go a little bit wider, shall we? Let's just go wide. I prefer playing wide. I love that play where the players just spray it out wide, and when they're on the attack, it creates space. It gets people moving. I far prefer it to playing narrow. But then, if you play narrow, do you give me a heads up? What are the benefits of playing narrow? Just because I suppose when you're looking at the highlights as well, it looks so much cleaner with them getting it out to the wingers and all that space that they tend to have. Where you don't. I don't know. I don't know what the equivalent of that would be in the middle. Whether it's just solid pushing through and looking through the gaps. I don't know, but I'll be interested to know what's the benefits of playing narrow. And maybe I should be playing it. Maybe that's what I'm missing out on. Who knows? Meanwhile, here's Collins again. Look, the player's closing him down that time, so that's good to see. Although he's got it through to Rowe, and they've taken the lead. Matty Hughes, 24th minute. Maybe it was a bad move closing him down. You see, he left it open. There was only 3 at the back then. Look, you see here Collins at the bottom of the screen there. That's he's marking him there, and so you've only got 1, 2, 3 defenders. No one was marking Hughes, and so he tucked it away. Oh, it's a shame. That is a shame. Maybe I shouldn't be closing him down, you know. Oh, this is tricky, man. This is so tricky. I'm wondering whether I need to bring back my midfielders. Those attacking midfielders, just bring them back a little bit to provide the midfield. Oh! And they've gone 2-0 up. First ever goal. Oh my goodness. Right, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We are going to change the tactics a bit. I'm going to draw back these 2 here. We're still just going to have one attacker, but I'm just bringing these guys back a little bit. We've got Connor Taylor there. That we're going to keep him as a defensive winger there. And then Carter on the left. Billy Carter, he is still better as a winger though, isn't he? Let's keep him as a winger. Just so they're going to sit back just a little bit more, probably providing a bit more support, and then maybe they might then close down the likes of Collins on the right there and see if we do any better with that. Oh, he just smashed it, Campbell. His first ever goal for the club. 2-0 down at after half an hour. Oh, this is not looking good. Any advice that you have for me, do leave comments below. I'm really keen to hear advice. Really keen to hear any players that you think might be worth getting. Also, I took the advice from Angus. Let me... oh, man, I can't remember his username. I'll remember his username before the end of this video. But he gave me a couple of goalkeepers to look to sign, and so I had a look for them, and unfortunately I can't afford them, so it's a shame. You know what it's like when you just have no money, you're so limited as to who you can get. But here we go, not been good enough so far. Make sure the team understand our disappointment. Okay, so I'm going to have to attack in this second half if we want to do anything. I know you can do much better, and I expect to see it in the second half. See it again. They're not responding well to my halftime team talks. Okay, midfield has responded well. Let's see if the defence responded well as well. So it's just this Daniel Williams fella. He's on his debut, to be fair, and I've put him all on his own up front. Maybe it's not the wisest of decisions, but maybe I should just go 4-4-2 and go a bit more standard, eh? We'll give it a little bit of time. We're going to give it sort of till about 60th minute of the game, 60th minute, see what's happening. If things haven't changed, then I'll go to 4-4-2 and we'll bring on, I think, Carter, who I mentioned earlier on, who hasn't been playing too great. His performances haven't been good. But oh my goodness, here they are on attack again. Great, oh my word, that came off the bar. And Ormson, I think that's on his debut actually for us as well. He's a lone goalkeeper for me. Trying him out as well today. Okay, so yeah, 6.2 for Daniel Williams. He's not having a best game on his own here. So I think what we will do is we'll change. We'll pause it up a minute. We are gonna go 4-2-2. Standard setup here, isn't it? But we're gonna bring on Joe Parker. We've got control on. We're gonna normal. Okay, great. This is how we are go 4-4-2. You see, if a bog standard 4-4-2 is what we're going to have to try out in this point in the game. I've been trying some different tactics. Nothing seems to be working. This could be my 7th game without a win. This would possibly put me firmly rooted at the bottom of the table, and that would be so depressing. Be so mega depressing. So come on, boys. Come on, here we go. Here's Jones. Billy Jones just hoofs it. He hoofs it wherever. Do you know what I mean? What is he on? And here we go. They're on the attack. There's Billy Jones again. The captain. He's my captain as well. You kind of want something better from your captain, don't you? Sam Avery pumps it forward to Williams. Pass it forward. Oh, it just doesn't quite make it through there to Parker. Unfortunate there. 64th minute. And we are still 2-0 down. And it doesn't look as if we're going to have a shot in this highlight. Looks like it's and it's Blinkhorn. That was a real chance, and that was a terrible shot from them. Terrible shot. We got away with that one. Right, here's Green. Here's Taylor. Through into... Oh, and they just not getting on the ball. They not seem to be... Come on, boys. Here's Carter. Let's keep hold of the ball. Here's Taylor on the right. Pass it back into Hanks. Come on, let's build it up a bit now. Let's pass the ball around. Pass it around. Let's have some nice movement. Here's Carter on the wing. Forward to Parker. Can he get the cross in? Oh! Just over the top of Williams' head. He's still on it. Taylor. Oh, and it hit the post. Oh. That would have been so helpful going in. That would have been a real helpful goal if we scored that. Okay. 68th minute. This is probably Ethan Wassel, who has been injured. He's still recovering, really. So I'll just bring on a straight defensive sub for him. Matthew Williams can come on. I don't know much about Matthew Williams. I haven't really checked him out too much, but give him a game, give him a run around. Here's Jones with the corner. Billy Jones, captain. Come on, Parker. Oh, plays it out to Miller. I thought Parker was going to knock it back in the box. Miller, can he get a cross in? He does. Oh, and it's been blocked out. Oh, and immediately Hughes is on the attack. Great save. 1-on-1 with the keeper. Ormson keeps us in this game. Well, it doesn't really keep us in the game. We're still not in it, really. Miller, we just need a goal. Come on. Get on to the end of that. Taylor. Here's the cross. Oh. Hanks. Keep wanting to say Tom Hanks. There's Joe Hanks. Williams. Oh, and it's an own goal. We'll take it anyway. We will take it anyway. And now we've got to go into attack. We've got to go into that 72 minutes. We can claw this. We can claw this back now. Oh, I just knocked it off him. You hold my hands up to that one. It wasn't, these things happen. Usually it happens against me, so it's nice to have a bit of change, eh? 72nd minute, 73rd. Let's see what we could do. Anything else here? Have we got any more strikers in the setup? We have got this guy, Connor Taylor. Let's have a little check of Connor. You see that he's finishing his 11. Aggression, bravery. Tell you what, I'm going to try it. May as well try it out, eh? So we've got this guy. So what I'll do is I will bring him on to... shall I take off Danny? Yeah, I'll take off Daniel Williams. And we have got Mike Green who can play in... Mike Green can play midfielder right, so we'll bring on Jack Mills, who's a right back, and we'll go with that and see if Taylor can score. He's already had an assist this game, 6.6 rating. Maybe he can pull something out of the bag for us. I'm in my last hopes. Last hopes. I'll try anything for a victory. I'll literally do anything. I will pay Football Manager for a victory. I'll give SI as much money as they want, just so I can have a vaguely decent season in this Gloucester Gamble. But we've got 6 minutes left. Not much is happening here. Come on. 4 minutes left now. Passionate. We just need to get them to push forward. Let's. I'm debating whether to go overload. Oh, it's Carter. Oh my goodness. I thought Ms. Miller is Green. Come on. Matt Green. Parker. Oh, I thought we nearly had that. Close. So close. Here's Billy Jones. Come on, Parker. We're putting on the pressure now. Hanks. Oh! I thought that was it. Oh. Come on, overload. This is looking exciting. Something could happen here. Come on. Encourage them. Come on. One last push. We can do this. 87th. Time's ticking on. We leave it too late. Every game, we leave it too late. 89th minute. No, we've had it. Unless we can pull something off now. No. What have I got to do, eh? What do I need to do to get a victory? They're saying we're unfortunate. Well, I guess we are unfortunate. We were just unlucky. This is so difficult. I don't understand. What do I need to do? What am I missing? Leave the match. 2-1. That's another loss. Another game without a win. And things are not looking good for us here. Let's take a look at the league. And we find ourselves now second from bottom still. We're 1 point above North Ferriby. And we are 2 points away from Stalybridge, who are one above us now. This is not good already. I need to get out of this area. I need to just get some wins under our belt. There we go. Tigers made to rue missed chances. Our poor form continues. Look at that. 7 matches in a row without winning. Something's got to change. Any help you can offer, please. Give me any help you can. Any advice, words of wisdom. I'll be much appreciated. I'm willing to try anything here. If I need to bribe Sports Interactive, if I need to call up Miles Jacobson, I will. I'll do whatever I need to. But that's it for now. Join me next time when I'll be playing the next game. I expect the next game I will play against North Ferriby, who are below us in the league, so I should get a victory from that, but we'll see what happens. As for now, I'm the worst football manager ever. I'll see you either on Twitter at worstfmanager or on Twitch at worstfootballmanagerever, but for now I'm the worst football manager, and I'll see you later.